Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Ian.
Oh, yeah, we're excited to be here. Hopefully, you guys had a great start to your morning, and an even better one now that we're here. And we're going to be streaming to you live all day long on all those brand new Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on Twitch. Both of our channel names are under the name MegaSota for you guys.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are checking in on those streams, as well as checking out the bars that just got some brand new Pilot TVs, like Arcade Bar, Trex Bar and Grill, Bleachers, as well as the Doghouse Maplewood.
Absolutely. Some great locations getting those brand new Pilot TVs. Definitely go check them out. And we got a lot of reasons for you to be doing so, as that Twins Bingo is our first bingo of the day. And we have over $1,329 on the line. You can take that home in 52 balls or less.
Then right after that, you get into the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition, the only Jackpot Hunter being played today, as you could take home $155 on that very first game in 64 balls or less on that minor jackpot.
Absolutely. And we have got some exciting news, as we ended up giving out a whole whopping load of jackpots yesterday during Jackpot Hunter. So today's happy hour show, and for a few weeks from now, we're going to be playing Skull Bingo during our happy hour show. And we have that large frame at $12,251 already. Take that home in 43 balls or less.
Should be an absolute blast. But on Tuesday, just yesterday, we had 3 different jackpots go out. One of them being quite a highlight jackpot, as Brother Nate over at Carbody's Pizza in Sports Bar Burnsville took home a ginormous jackpot, by far the largest jackpot in this season 12, and could be the largest jackpot of season 12 by the end of this season, just because of how large it is. $131,917 going out to Brother Nate.
That is some really exciting stuff. Congratulations. Clean sweeping the major, minor, and mega jackpot during that Jackpot Hunter game. But we ended up giving out 2 other jackpots as well. And the next one that went out to Pauly D over at American Legion Nicolette, who took home $881.
Is that a Jersey Shore character?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
that's what I thought. Then the final jackpot on Tuesday went out to Terry over at Boulevard Tavern and Grill, Bar and Grill, taking home $623.
Nicely done to all of our jackpot winners, and just an extra little highlight for Brother Nate, taking home that $131,917 jackpot. That is incredible. Nicely done.
That is a crazy, crazy jackpot. But we have a crazy new E-Tab game that you guys need to check out later, Gator. Check out that Gator Bay bonus and shoot the biggest Gator to win the biggest prizes.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. You guys will definitely want to check it out. But we are going to be checking into Egan, Minnesota to see what the weather's looking like today, as it is going to be a breezy one. The high is looking at about 89 degrees, so it's going to be really warm, partly cloudy early on, giving way to mostly sunny skies with some wind gusts developing. It's looking to be about 20 to 30 mile per hour winds.
Wow, should be. I mean, that seems like a great kite flying day.
Yes.
We do have, heading into the night, mainly clear skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. A low of 69 degrees. Winds north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing to around 5 to 10 miles per hour throughout the night.
All right, we'll definitely stay in the know about that and what to expect. But if you need to escape that breezy day, we got a lot of cash and a lot of reasons for you guys to be coming out to a local bar or restaurant to play some Pilot games. And it gets kickstarted off of that Twins Bingo. We already talked about it, but it's got $1,329 on the line before you guys even get enrolled. We got 10 games of it coming at you from 12 to 1. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you can take it home in 52 balls or less.
Yeah, and the point totals for this are getting crazy, as we just had a newcomer in this top 10 player standings, as Putz over Willards Bar Bacchus was able to get just into 10th place with 18,000 points.
Absolutely. The tail end of our standings had stayed pretty solidified, and it's not until our 5th place spot that we see our next shakeup. Now in 5th place, getting pushed back from 4th, it's Red over at American Legion Fridley, sitting with 42,000 points. Pushing forward, pushing Red back. Now in 4th place from 5th, it's Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven, who sits with 44,000 points.
A top player in the Twiking Zone last season wouldn't expect anything different from Nan. But we do have some really, really fun races happening, especially in that 1st and 2nd place spot in the Twiking Zone, as Simbob at Corky's Bar South Haven is in 2nd with 56,000 points. but the number one player only 1,000 points ahead of him with 57,000 points. We got loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park. That is a tight-knit race, and I wouldn't be surprised if we come in tomorrow and Sin Bob is on top.
We'll have to see what happens during this lunchtime show, and maybe loser Dave will be out there trying to regain and hold on to that first place spot. But there are definitely those players like Sinbob in line to steal it away. They'll be really exciting to look out for. But on the location side of things, there wasn't many shakeups other than one tie being broken up. They were tied in 7th, now solely in 8th. It's the Beach Club Bar and Grill in Lakeland, who sits with 27,000 points, who was able to break out of that tie. It was our place on 3rd and Faribault. Now they are solely in 7th place with a total of 30,000 points.
That's not the only tie we have in these standings, though. Of the ones that haven't been broken up. In 5th place, we got VFW Blaine with 46,000 points, tied up with Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Coon Rapids. Can't wait to see which one of those top locations break out of that tie.
Oh, absolutely. We're definitely going to be looking out for that because only 4,000 points ahead of them. In 4th place, it's Poppers in Virginia with 50,000. They could definitely be rivaled by someone coming out of that tie.
Oh, yeah, but let's get into the 100,000 point club as our top 2 locations are sitting there. And 2nd place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 121,000 points. And in 1st place, we got American Legion Fridley with 142,000 points.
Yeah, some big time stuff, and that is definitely the race to watch as American Legion Fridley is definitely getting a sizable gap between them and VFW Spring Lake Park, who kind of ran away with it last season, and so it's definitely really exciting to see.
Yeah, an actual race in this season 12 should be some fun stuff. But we got an E-Tab that we're listening to right now. One of my favorite E-Tabs, Diesel Freaks. You guys can check it out. Even try that bonus round in the Great Diesel Freak game, or you could try out the bonus rounds in the 50 different Charitable E-Tab games that we have. Play anytime, win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds in all those games as well.
Absolutely. You guys will definitely want to go check those out. But right after that Twins Bingo, we got a lot of fun games that you guys will definitely want to be checking out as well. And right now we have the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter that runs from 1 o'clock all the way till 4 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have that minor prize starting out the day already at a 64 ball count for you guys at $155. You guys definitely want to be there primed and ready right at 1 p.m. for that first game. We also have that major at $1,127, 48 balls or less, and that mega at $25,000 at 44 balls or less.
Should be an absolute blast. And right after that, we get into some Lucky 4 bingo action. That starts off our happy hour right at 4 p.m., and that's not going to change even if we're not playing the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition. There's $24,015 available in that game of Lucky 4 bingo, and if you don't win at 4 p.m., you'll have another shot at 6 p.m. In between that, though, you get Skull Bingo from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock. There's some great jackpots on the line as the line prize is $272. You can win in 10 balls or less. A large frame of $12,251. You can take home in 43 balls or less, and a coverall jackpot of $9,000, $9,015 that you can take home in 50 balls or less. It should be some really, really fun Skull Bingo, as that will be from 6 to 10, and then you'll get it again from 6 all the from 4 to 6, and then you'll get it again from 6 all the way till 10.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great one. And don't worry, guys, even though we're not playing Jackpot Hunter, if you guys come out from that 4 to 6 span, while you're playing those 2 hours, those points are going to be counting towards your totals as well. And on these standings, we have had some crazy shakeups happening in these ties.
Oh, yeah. I mean, lots of movement. As formerly in 6th place, a tie, it got bumped back to 10th place. We got Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, Crazy Kid over the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill, Roseville, all with 10,000 points. But they're not even the only location to be moved out of that tie, as another person in that tie moved into a 7th place tie. Dustball 75 over at Charlie's Sports Bar and Grill was formerly tied with all those players in 10th place, but was able to get 1,000 points and tied up with the former in 4th place players Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant and Kirby over at American Legion Fridley. All 3 of them have 11,000 points.
Yeah, that's some really exciting shakeups. Just jumped out of one tie right into the next. I'm still looking to see who is going to be coming else out of that crazy tie in 10th place, as there's still 3 of them all tied up with each other.
Yeah,
But now we got that three-way tie in 7th, and we had a newcomer jumping in over all of this chaos right into 6th place as Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon took over in that 6th place spot, only 1,000 points ahead of that tie with 12,000 points right now.
And then only 1,000 points ahead of Lucky Ride is the former in 3rd place player, now in 5th place Chica over at Willie McCoy's of Andover with 13,000 points.
Yeah, some big time stuff, but even bigger, another unranked player came all the way into 4th place, jumping all over everyone, and Billany over at VFW Blaine is sitting with 15,000 points.
Yeah, getting bumped back from 2nd into 3rd. We got O. Lars over at Anamia Vets Club with 17,000 points.
Oh yeah, and then we had our great jackpot winner from yesterday, Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville, coming in all the way from unranked, now in 2nd place. A huge leap in points for Brother Nate, now sitting with 20,000 points.
Oh yeah, and then that number 1 player is Funk over at Carboni's Pizza with 38,000 points. But let's get into the location side of these standings, as there is even a few shakeups in this side as well.
Absolutely. There was an 8th place player, or 8th place location now in 10th place got bumped back. Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel is sitting with 16,000 points. But not just them, our 6th place tie ended up getting pushed back as well. Now in 8th place, it's the Barrel House Bar and Cafe in Coon Rapids, as well as Willie McCoy's of Andover. They're both still tied up with each other, now in 8th place, both with 17,000.
Well, there was 2 locations that did the bumping back during that time, as the 7th place, formerly unranked, Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar in Burnsville, the home of that giant mega jackpot, was able to take home 19,000 points in this season 12, and a newcomer as well into 6th place. We got VFW Blaine with 23,000 points.
Yeah, that's some really exciting stuff. Our top 5 has stayed solidified, so I'll just run through them really quickly for you guys. And in 5th place, we start with Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 in Hilltop with 26,000. American Legion Fridley's in 4th with 33,000. 3rd place sits with VFW Spring Lake Park with 44,000. 2nd place is Anamia Vets Club in Anamia with 46,000. And then a huge lead on the rest of the competition. In 1st place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 80,000 points already.
Oh yeah, it is a lot of fun stuff there. Lots of ties, lots of shakeups to happen in these Jackpot Hunter standings. Should be a blast, so make sure you guys still come out for our happy hour, because you still will earn points for these happy hour standings playing a little bit of Skull Bingo. But after Skull Bingo, you get our grand finale game of Lucky 4 Bingo in the happy hour. That happens at 6 p.m. That leads you right into more Skull Bingo. That runs from 6 all the way till 10. And whatever jackpots we don't give out during that time will just be growing and rolling from our happy hour into the 6 to 10 time, as there's a coverall already building up today at $9,000, a large frame of $12,000, and a line prize of $272. You won't want to miss out on any of your Skull Bingo opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just last night, we had our MegaSota game night that interrupted Skull Bingo. It starts at 6:40 each and every Tuesday. It's your only chance at seeing Tony and Nikki taking on over, and they have a lot of fun tournament-style games for you guys to play, as well as a lot of PGO points to be awarded, and a Jackpot Jungle coverall game that ends off their night, and it's the $1 edition. So in 54 balls or less, you could be taking home $24,353.
Definitely come out next Tuesday, but also come out tonight, as we have a Twins Wednesday tonight, and that happens 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. And me and Jordy are going to be back in the Twins studio to play some great PGL games, a great high-low game, some Vikings victory fishing derby, all that you could ask for in a PGL night, even a Jackpot Jungle, a grand finale that you could take home $14,123 if you win it in 52 balls or less, and that's on a 25-cent card.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great one. You guys will definitely want to come out. But if you want to compete for those PGL points, you have to sign up at pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you'll be able to compete for those points, as well as have access to insider information like a monthly newsletter. The latest one we just released to you guys had the breaking news about PyCon, which musical guests will be there, and all that jazz. Stick around for Twins Bingo. We'll talk about that PyCon announcement. But if you guys sign up at pgl.world, we also love to highlight all the new players who sign up.
Oh yeah, and those new players that just got signed up are Arctic Bully, N-Mo, Dilly Bars, D-How 1990, True Blood 1 on the DL, JoJo, Soup Chuck, KD Doctor 1977, Mary, Dr. Duck Hunter, Test Account 1, White Claw, Connie, Koja 21, Edgar, Dr. U-Turns, Joni, Stinky P, and T-Cow.
Absolutely. Some great names out there. Which one is your favorite right now?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Connie.
All right, Connie, you heard it first. You're Ian's favorite right now. I'm going to go back to Trusty Soup Chuck. He is my favorite today.
That's a great name right there. Well, definitely good job to all you guys getting signed up. And hopefully we can see you get into these PGL standings, as we just saw a few of our big-time players from former seasons get into our current top 10.
That's right. And coming in from unranked, now in 10th place, we got Chrissy Boss, who's playing over at Neighbors Route 75. She now sits with 137,835 points. Not just her, but also coming in from unranked, now into 9th place, we got longtime player Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin, now sitting with 143,995 points. And yet another newcomer jumping in, and now in 8th place. We saw him earlier this season already. Coming back into these standings, it's Devoided. He's playing over at the roadside and has 152,370 points.
Yeah, great stuff there. But we did see a big-time player move up in these standings still, as 10th place, moving into 7th, we got Forget You D at VFW Austin with 155,440 points. With 156,795 points, getting bumped back from 3rd into 6th, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. Getting bumped back from 2nd into 5th, we got Keeves over at Clearwater Corners with 157,560 points. And the shakeups don't stop there, as we got some risers coming up.
That's right, and jumping all the way up from 7th place, now in 4th, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill, who sits with 174,110 points. Coming in from 4th place, now in 3rd, we have Diesel over at Eagle St. James with 185,030 points. And then our last big riser from 6th place, now all the way into 2nd, it is Nixon over at VFW Roseville, who sits with a whopping 190,410 points.
That number 1 player is still Bergar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with a whopping total of 230,540 points. Didn't even earn any points last night and still was able to hold on to that first place spot. We'll see if they can do it again or they earn points on tonight. But moving on to the location side of these standings. Getting bumped back from 9th into 10th, we got Scarda's Bar in St. Paul with 432,185 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got a bunch more players that were pushed back, as 8th now and 9th, it's VFW Dilworth with 451,070 points. 6th place also got pushed back. Now in 8th, it's Cabin Bar and Nicolette with 527,885 points.
Oh yeah, but moving from unranked to that 7th place spot, we got the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato, a big time location. Now with 559,700 points.
Absolutely. No, but it didn't stop there, as now from 5th place got pushed to 6th. Rusty Nail Thief River Falls sits with 654,000.
Oh yeah, the 7th place location moved up as they moved into 5th place. VFW Northfield now sits with 668,740 points.
Yeah, well, we got Miltona Liquor Store now in 4th place with 670,000. Howie Sports Bar and Grill pushed them back. Now they're in 3rd place with 713,000.
Yeah, crazy stuff there. But the top 2 also got a switch up, as the Mabel Liquor Store got bumped back from 1st into 2nd with 902,510 points, a great point total. But the number 1 location was able to get a little bit better, as moving up from 2nd into 1st, we got Poppers in Virginia with 930,120 points.
That's some really exciting stuff. Last season's champions trying to steal it away again. Nicely done getting into 1st place, and all the great shakeups that happened in our players as well as location standings. Make sure you guys come out tonight at 7 p.m. for some Twins Wednesday for another opportunity at winning some PGL points. But if you guys want to stay in the know about all things Pilot Games, go to our Facebook page and give us a follow and a like. Once you do that, you'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, all of those amazing player pictures, and even utilize that link tree. If you click on the link tree, you'll be able to see all the direct links to bar locations around Minnesota that you can play Pilot Games, our streaming platforms, as well as all of our social medias.
Oh yeah, also PGL.world, which you definitely want to get signed up. We'll talk a little bit more about that in Twins Bingo. But what we do need to talk about as we're coming to the tail end of this Cup of Joe is our player spotlight. And our player spotlight is actually Player over at Beer Stube Inver Grove Heights, who took home $8,314 over the weekend. And everyone who plays over at Beer Stube Inver Grove Heights is supporting the Spartan End Zone Club. Their mission is to promote supervised competitive football programs for the high school children of the community, to arrange intra and extra city sporting events, and to instill in players the principles of sportsmanship, honesty, loyalty, courage, and respect for others.
Well, that was a great jackpot player got to take home, and an even better charity they got to support while doing so. You have just 10 minutes before we're going to be jumping into some Twins Bingo. We'll be back in for you guys trying to give out some cash. So remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See you in a 10.
With 13,000 points in fifth place, it's American Legion Fridley. Third place is yet another tie with Anamia Vets Club and Tasty Pizza Hanger 45 and Hilltop. They both have 23,000. Then in second place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park with 28,000. And in first, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 53,000 points so far.
Definitely some crazy stuff in those Jackpot Hunter standings, and we're only heading into our second week of Jackpot Hunter games, so make sure you guys are coming out from 4 to 6 to earn those points as well as cash prizes.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, and we love our PGL nights, our 2 specialty nights a week. Tuesday at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and Wednesday from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. You get those PGL specialty nights where you can earn points for these PGL standings.
And I'm going to hop right in for the Season 12 standings. And in 10th place, we have Chapster over at Moe's with 71,915 points. 9th place, it's with Louis over at Eagle St. James with 74,890 points. But with 76,370 points. In 8th place, we have B&N over at Max Park Place. 7th place is Chrissy Boss over at Neighbors Out 75 with 78,360 points. Then in 6th place, we have longtime player Devoided over at the Roadside with 88,800 points. 5th place is with SDS over at Suds Tavern, who has 93,485 points. But with 94,375 points in fourth place, we have OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar. Third place is Burgar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, sitting with 104,075 points. With 104,160 points in second place, it's Jay Stads over at Harbor Inn Garrison. And in first place, we have Lucky in all caps playing over at Herbie's Bar, who has 104,510 points so far.
Yeah, good job to all those players. Let's get into the location side of these standings, because in 10th place, we got Shooter Saloon and Eatery in St. Cloud with 214,445 points. With 216,045 points in 9th place, we got VFW Northfield. 8th place is Trails Grill in Big Lake with 235,380 points. With 249,785 points in 7th place, we got Rusty Nail Thief River Falls. 6th place is Poppers in Virginia with 266,555 points. With 299,705 points in 5th place, we got Crazy J's Bar and Grill and Sock Center. 4th place is Miltona Liquor Store with 366,275 points. With 369,825 points in 3rd place, we got the Mabel Liquor Store. In 2nd place, we got VFW Dilworth with 424,610 points. With 443,860 points in 1st place, though, we got Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud.
That is pretty impressive to see so far, but make sure you guys are signing up at pgl.world and coming out for our specialty nights, MegaSota game night at 6:40 every Tuesday, and that Twins Wednesday each Wednesday 7 to 9.
There it is, 53 balls. Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Twins Bingo action. We got just 45 seconds to get enrolled in this first game. $1,379 of total prizes. Should be a fun one. And we're going to be streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So make sure you guys are checking in, as well as checking out those brand new Pilot TV locations.
Oh, absolutely. And a couple of locations that just got those brand new TVs include Arcade Bar, Trax Bar and Grill, Bleachers, and the Dog House Maplewood.
Oh yeah, we're about to go on a little bit of a vacation, and
yes.
One of those big vacation stops is always an arcade. An Arcade Bar made me think of it. Are you? Do you have any game that you have your eyes set on for getting some big wins?
Okay, well, not exactly a game, but I have a strategy in mind.
Okay.
All right. So the people that we are going with is my family, my brother, and his significant other. His girlfriend is a wizard in arcades. All right?
Ridiculous. We walk away with like me and you
Combined.
like playing games together, and then we'll go, and she'll alone herself have more tickets than we have.
I've accumulated an hour's worth of arcade games.
It's ridiculous.
So my strategy is to follow her around.
Interesting strategy. Are you sure she's not going to take the luck from every game before you hop on it?
Well, she goes for the ticket-heavy games, whereas
She
we like
does.
to play basketball, we play skee ball.
Yeah, we go all over the
We
place.
go all over the place, whereas she is in it to win it. And so I like her mindset, and if we want to get a big prize, I think we should too.
You think so. I agree with that. I think tickets is the way to go. We do got $5 on this line prize, $5 on this large M, and $1,364 on that coverall. We'll see who gets the win.
And there it is. Tez over at Poppers in Virginia, as well as Doggo 11 at the Polar Lounge. They're both splitting up that $5 line prize. Nicely done in this game number 1.
Yeah, now we're working on that $5 large M. But we gave out some jackpots yesterday,
Oh,
and
yeah, we
we've given
did.
out 17 jackpots over the past week.
Beautiful.
65 jackpots during this season 12. It's been a great season 12, and 3 of those jackpots just left yesterday.
Absolutely, and that one that got started off right yesterday was massive. Clean sweeped the major, mega, and minor prizes in the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition. All of those prizes got accumulated into one big one and went out to Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. A whopping $131,917 went out last night out to Brother Nate.
Oh, yeah. Now, if you had just Carefree, you didn't have to think about how you're spending the money at all.
Okay.
You just get to spend the $131,000 without having to think frugal or anything like that.
Okay.
You just get to spend it. What is your big plan?
My big plan with 100. Oh, before I talk about it, we got a winner.
Moose over at Fort Steakhouse taking home that $5 large M, and we got 2 balls to give out this jackpot, and we'll see if we can give it out right here. Doesn't look like it. We're going to be moving on to a must-go prize of $8.
Nicely done. And I think I am going to take a dream vacation.
That's what I was going to say. I'm going to use that to, travel around the world. Like,
Absolutely.
go stop at a bunch of different locations.
Yes.
Like go and do these big things, like go attend the Sydney Opera House at some point.
Absolutely.
Like use that to like just go on this dream vacation where I'm jumping around, going to
Yes.
see the ruins over in Greece
Yes.
and Rome and stuff. I think that would be really cool.
We do have a winner, as Oki as well as Doggo 11 are both splitting up that must-go prize of $8 in this game number 1. That means that jackpot of over $1,000 is going to be rolling and growing on to game number 2. But congratulations to all of our winners in this game number 1. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I would love to just take like a gap year and just absolutely go to all the destinations I would like to.
Oh, for sure. Just check everything off the bucket list.
Yes.
That
What are
you
your
need
top
to.
3 travel locations?
My top 3 travel locations.
Yeah.
I really want to go and spend some time in Australia.
That'd be cool.
I've never been there, and it seems like a really cool. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
Even my sister had a good friend that was from Australia, and she had good things to say about it. And so I would like to go visit there. I would also like to go visit. I've never seen like the Eiffel Tower or the Leaning Tower of Pisa or anything like that, and so I'd really like to see those as
France
well.
and Italy.
Some of those big landmarks. I would like
Yeah.
to do just like a whole trip around Europe kind
Yes,
of deal.
yes,
is what I would
yes.
like to do. There's a lot of different spots throughout all of
Yes,
Europe.
I would love to take the train around.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And what's your third, or is that those your
Yeah,
two
I
thirds?
can't think of anything
Okay.
else. Do you have a dream location?
Absolutely. I would love to go to Bali. I would love to go to New Zealand, and I would love to go to the Maldives.
Oh, okay. Those are some really, really great locations. Really great sites in those
Absolutely.
locations.
They're each destinations in themselves.
Oh, for sure. But we do have to get into the other jackpots that went
That's
out
right.
yesterday, as we have one of our favorite Jersey Shore representatives. We got Polly D over at American Legion Nicolette taking home $881.
Nicely done, Pauly D. Next up, we had Terry over at Boulevard Bar and Grill, who got to take home $623, rounding out all of our jackpots for yesterday.
Yeah, I really believe that Jersey Shore really destroyed the Jersey accent. Like
It did.
everyone, like I feel like it's such a cool accent, but now whenever I hear it, all I hear is Jersey Shore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely some funny stuff, but some non-funny stuff, some more serious stuff. We have a new ETAB game. It's been out for about a month now, and it's a great one, Later Gator. Check out our Gator Bay bonus and shoot the biggest gator to win the biggest prize.
Absolutely. Definitely check that out and get some great prizes in your pocket. We have just about under 40 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 2. But if you guys want to stay in the know about all things Pilot Games and even see promos when we're releasing brand new ETABs, our Facebook page is the place to be. Once you give a like and a follow to our Facebook page under the name Pilot Games, you'll be able to keep up with all of that awesome information like weekly bingo schedules, event details. You can even see those amazing player pictures. And if you click on that website link, you can see our link tree that's got direct links to all of our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, as well as all of our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and all the locations around Minnesota where you can play Pilot Games.
Definitely some great stuff on those social media pages. We do just have 2 seconds, and we're now in the game of Twins Bingo, game number 2, and we'll see what those must-go line and large M prizes are sitting at, as well as that jackpot in just a moment, as that line prize is at a $4 must-go, large M of $4, and the jackpot has grown to $1,388.
Yeah, and we already got a bunch of players 3 balls away, so we're definitely going to be having to look out and see which of these players is going to be taking home these prizes. But as you guys know, each and every day, Monday through Friday, we get our day started off right at 11:30 with a Cup of Joe with Jordy. That's me. I'm the Jordy of that equation, and I get to bring in a different bingo host with me each and every day, and we get to talk about all the biggest shakeups that happened in the standing the day previous, as well as all the big money amounts are starting off for the day. But if you missed that juicy little 20-minute segment, that's all right. We're going to run through our bingo schedule with you guys for today as well.
Oh, yeah, and we got a good one, as right after the Twins Bingo that you're playing right now, we get into the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition from 1 to 4. Before I get into the prizes, though, that are there, we do have a line prize going out to player over at Poppers, taking home $4. Now working on a $4 large M. But the Jackpot Hunter games, you got a minor prize that's primed and ready to go out, $155. You can win in 64 balls or less. Could be going out in the very first game of Jackpot Hunter. That major prize is sitting at $1,127. You can win it in 48 balls or less. Soon to be clicking up from 48 to 49. And that mega prize is at $25,000, and you can win that in 44 balls or less.
You guys should definitely come out, especially being primed and ready right at 1 p.m. for that minor jackpot. Already at 64 balls or less, guys. It's going to be going out very quickly. But right after that, we got some exciting news as our happy hour show has some new games going on. We still have our trusty Lucky 4 Bingo right at 4 p.m. that has that $24,000 jackpot on the line. It still hasn't gone out, and you still get those 2 opportunities right at 4 and then again at 6 p.m. But right in the middle now that we've clean sweeped the Jackpot Hunter games, we've got some Skull Bingo games happening for our happy hour show. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if you're playing from that 4 to 6 span, you're going to be trying your hand at a line prize at $272, a large frame at $12,251, 43 balls or less, as well as a coverall prize at $9,015, 50 balls or less.
We do have Desi over at Mama T's Castle Tab taking home that $4 large M, as we've already clicked over on that coverall to a $7 must-go prize. We'll see if Good over at Scarta's Bar can take this one home, as Sinbob, a big-time player that needs some wins to be able to take over the #1 spot in these standings, is looking a little bit closer.
Absolutely, but oh, there it is.
Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, another big-time player taking home that $7 must-go prize.
That was game number 2.
Game number 2. Now we're getting enrolled in game number 3. But after those happy hour games, many games of Skull Bingo, 2 games of Lucky 4, you get into some more Skull Bingo. That runs from 6 all the way till 10 most nights, with those jackpots still being the same and growing from the happy hour, but there will be an interruption tonight, just like there was last night. And tonight, it's a Twins Wednesday. It runs 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and me and Jordy come back into the Twins studio tonight to try and give out a bunch of PGL points, prizes, as well as a Jackpot Jungle grand finale that has a $14,123 jackpot that you can win on a 25-cent card if you take it home in 52 balls or less.
That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of PGL points to be awarded tonight. But if you missed out, next Tuesday night is your next chance at a MegaSota game night. It happens each and every Tuesday at 6:40. It's your only opportunity at seeing Tony and Nikki, and they have their own tournament-style games, PGL points to be awarded, and a Jackpot Jungle coverall game. That's the $1 edition. So next Tuesday night, if you come out and take that prize home in 54 balls or less, you could be taking home $24,353.
Definitely some great stuff. And you guys got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 3 of Twins Bingo. So make sure you guys continue to get enrolled and press play as we get into some national days. As the first one is National Moon Day. National Moon Day on July 20th commemorates the day man first walked on the moon in 1969. NASA reported the moon landing as being the single greatest technological achievement of all time.
Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, I think it has to be one of those greatest achievements of all time. I mean, being able to getting a man into space and then be able to walk on a planet, a moon, is ridiculous.
Absolutely. How do you feel about the people who think it's fake?
Think it's fake? I think it's interesting. I
think it's hysterical.
I think it's craziness. I think I told you this opinion, but I don't know if I don't remember if I did.
Remind me.
That I don't know if it's fake or not. I just know at least that the first words coming out of the was scripted.
Yeah.
Was for sure scripted, because there's no way you hopped on the moon and you just instantly thought of the perfect phrase of one step for man, one giant leap for mankind, because that's the perfect phrase. That is like iconic, will go down in history as one of the most iconic phrases of all time. And there's no way he just thought of that.
You think he had a ghostwriter?
There was no way there was improv in that. He had to have either been brainstorming that all through his astronaut training, or
I've waited years for this moment.
or he had a ghostwriter.
You think?
Yeah, I like to believe that he had a ghostwriter.
I mean, it makes sense. As you said, it is just an iconic phrase just to come up with off the cuff when you're, especially in your monumental moment when you're like stepping off of the craft onto the moon. Yeah. Normal people would just be like, "Whoa,
I'm on the moon.
I'm on the moon," or like something along those lines. And so I definitely understand.
Yeah, Ben said he had been waiting years for that moment. Yeah, I guess that's true. He did have a lot of years to be thinking about the phrase and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But I just don't know.
He probably brainstormed it with others, at least.
I would have panicked in that moment. And even if I would have brainstormed it myself and been like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Someone would have had to give me, like, yes, you have to say this, like, when you step on, or else it's going straight out my brain, and I'm being like, I made it on the moon.
Yeah, no, it was probably staged because they probably warned him that his first words on the moon will be recorded and played back for years to come.
Yeah, so there was definitely some kind of talk about like that he had to say the right words right at that moment. But we do have 18 balls dropped in this game. We're seeing if we can give out a $5 Lion prize, $5 large M, and a $1,400 coverall jackpot.
Yeah, we got Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge taking home that Lion prize. Nice and early. $5 going out to you. Nicely done.
Yeah, Ben said one step for the
Just forgets it.
Yeah. No, it would have been like one step on the moon. That probably would have came out of my mouth. Definitely a funny day on today. And the moon is just so interesting outside of the whole entire crazy fact, and the fact that it controls a lot of our environment as well.
Absolutely. The tides are directly related to the moon phases and how it affects them.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting how that all works, because I wouldn't have, it doesn't make sense to me why it does, but it does, which is really interesting.
It's two of my favorite things, the ocean and the moon. I'm like, yes, they are interconnected.
They are one with each other. That's awesome. We are still working on this $5 large M that we're hoping to be able to give out in these next few balls. good at Scarta's Bar is 1 ball away so that we can have a run-up at this coverall jackpot. But we'll have to do it soon if we want a good run-up. But happy National Moon Day as we get into our next national day.
That's right, and it's National Pennsylvania Day. And National Pennsylvania Day on July 20th recognizes the second state to join the Union. Once the home of the temporary capital of the United States in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is also known as the Keystone State. But before I go any further, we have a winner.
Dago 11 over at the Polar Lounge taking home that $5 large gem, but a little too late to be able to take home that coverall jackpot. We've now clicked over to a $7 must-go prize. We'll see if Dago 11 or GTZ, maybe No Show, who's now 1 ball away, can take this one home.
Absolutely, but I'm going to finish off this National Pennsylvania Day, and while the source of the nickname may have been forgotten, the meaning is not lost. Bridge builders now leaving the vital keystone out of their structure may be folly, leading to collapse.
Yeah, definitely some crazy stuff there, but we do have a winner in this game.
That's right, Desi over at Mama T's Castle Tap is taking away that must-go prize of $7. Nicely done in this game number 3. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 4.
Oh yeah, well, Pennsylvania's essential role in the foundation of the United States earned its nickname the Keystone State. In term of keystone, comes from the architecture and refers to a central wedge-shaped stone in an arch, which holds in all the other stones in place.
Very cool stuff.
Ah.
Well, I have looked up some interesting facts about Pennsylvania.
Yeah, let's hear a few.
All right. Well, the first baseball stadium was built in Pittsburgh in 1909.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really, really cool stuff. We are getting enrolled into this game number 4, Twins Bingo, so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. 2 minutes to do so.
Yeah, the chocolate capital of the U.S. is Hershey's, Pennsylvania.
I did know that one. I want to go to the Hershey plant in
It's fun.
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
There's even a ride in there.
Oh, really? You've been there? You enjoyed it?
Yeah. Like we said, we're going on vacation very soon, and it's in Virginia. And so every year we drive from Michigan to Virginia, and naturally we drive through Pennsylvania every single time.
Yeah. We had a fun trip through Pennsylvania last year.
We had a crazy trip through Pennsylvania.
As we didn't get to Pennsylvania till around, I don't know what time it was.
Like 1 a.m., and the Pennsylvania Turnpike was closed down. And so we went through the back roads of Pennsylvania, and I am not kidding. We were driving on roads like this.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then people were living on those roads.
Like houses on the side of these just like ginormous mountains. I was like, how do you drive?
It was so weird for me to even comprehend how you live like that because,
trying to pull off into your driveway at a 90-degree slope.
Yeah, here in Michigan, it's very flat lands, not a lot of hills. And so when I was there in Pennsylvania, I thought it was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, not to mention it was the middle of the night.
Yeah, that also made it a lot crazier. Do you have any more facts that we'd like to hear?
The first computer existed in Philadelphia in 1964.
Wow, I wonder how many buildings that took up.
I know.
Isn't that crazy how the first computer took up buildings?
Yeah. The first piano in America was built in Philadelphia in 1775.
Wow, a lot of firsts.
Yeah, the Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia in 1776. The Philadelphia Zoo was the first public zoo in the United States, and Philadelphia was once this capital city of the United States.
That is awesome. Well, happy National Pennsylvania Day. Yeah, no, Philadelphia is the capital. Happy National Pennsylvania Day, the Keystone State. Next up on our National Day list is you guys just have 10 seconds to get enrolled in this next game is National Lollipop Day. July 20th recognizes National Lollipop Day as a way to celebrate this enduring and ever popular treat. Pick up your favorite flavor to savor.
All right, what's your favorite flavor lollipop?
Ooh, that's going to be hard. I know it's for sure the one with the gum in the middle.
The gum ones?
I love the ones with the gum in the middle, especially as a kid. I don't have a lot of lollipops anymore, so
I know. It's a shame.
I wish I had more, but just don't come around them nearly as often as I used to. The ones with the gum in the middle, and I'll probably go with like a cherry.
Cherry?
Yeah, nice red lollipop. The classic, cherry lollipop with some gum in the middle. Definitely great stuff there.
Mine has to be a Tootsie Pop.
Tootsie Pop. That's a great one,
like an orange
too.
Tootsie Pop or a grape or even red, really. Any flavor Tootsie Pop. Those are my favorite lollipops.
Did you ever get to the middle?
Absolutely. Every time.
No, I'm talking about just
licks.
by straight licks.
I think I might have tried to at one point and then got it pretty small and then just crunched it.
You crunched it. Gave up at the end because it was too much effort.
I just didn't
it's
care
hard.
enough.
You never know how many licks it'll take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
One, it. Whoo.
We do have loser over at Moen's Bar taking home $5 on that line prize. Now we're working on a $5 large M, as well as a $1,443 coverall prize. We'll see if Allie, who's 4 balls away, can take this one home.
Yeah, and we had Ben checking in. He says his favorite is the grape blow pop.
Oh, good. Great flavor. I love a good grape flavor hard candy.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a good choice right there. Well, happy National Lollipop Day. Hopefully you guys can enjoy your favorite lollipop on today.
Absolutely. Next up, we have National Fortune Cookie Day. We see a time when we will enjoy a crunchy sweet treat on National Fortune Cookie Day. And each year on July 20th, Americans celebrate the cookie that is traditionally part of Chinese takeout.
Yeah, I love reading my fortunes. I don't necessarily love eating a fortune cookie though.
I agree. They are definitely not my favorite cookie, but I had a weird superstition that when I was growing up, I had to crack it and read my fortune and then eat at least a bit of the fortune cookie, or else it wouldn't.
Unless it wouldn't come
Yeah.
through. Interesting. I like that. I like that. You have to at least eat a little bit of the
Yeah.
fortune cookie for it to happen. We do have a large M going out to Kirby over at American Legion Fridley, taking home $5. And now we have 1 ball to give out this jackpot. Doesn't look like No Show will be doing it. And we're moving on to an $8 must-go coverall prize.
That's right. And Ben checking in, and he said he loves fortune cookies.
Honestly, doesn't surprise me if he actually means that. It wouldn't surprise me if he actually enjoyed eating fortune cookies. We do have No Show over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill, taking home that $8 must-go coverall prize.
Nicely done. In this game number 4, we're about to begin enrolled in a game number 5.
Yeah, Ben says he's always more disappointed by the vague fortune inside than the taste of the cookie.
Fair enough, fair enough. Have you ever gotten one of those weird ones that are...
Like specific and
Yeah.
well, what's funny is my number that I've won through sports all my life has been number 3, and I regularly get number 3 as my lucky number on my fortune cookies. Like it's to the point where I actually notice it a more amount. So maybe that.
Very cool.
Yeah, that would be my crazy
Yeah.
thing that I see from fortune cookies. You have anything that's happened that's crazy?
No.
Is Freaky Friday, is that a fortune cookie
Yeah.
that they end up switching on? That's a great movie.
Absolutely. I mean, one time my mom and I got the same fortune. We were a little disappointed.
Really? So you just
Yes.
knew you were getting it from the...
Just mass-produced
There-
fortune cookies.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it feel a little less genuine.
Yeah, very, very not authentic.
But I like Freaky Friday and just the concept of the fact that they opened the fortune cookies and they switched and everything like that. And plus, I love the mom actress in it,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. She
Absolutely.
does such a fun job in that.
She's amazing in anything.
She's really, really funny. Well, happy National Fortune Cookie Day. Definitely a fun one on today. As we got World Jump Day we're now getting into, and you guys got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled into the halfway point of these games, game number 5. But every year on July 20th, World Jump Day encourages people around the world to jump simultaneously. The idea behind the initial observance was to have millions of people jump at the same time in order to change Earth's orbit.
I think that's awesome.
That is ridiculous.
That is so funny.
That would be insane. Could that actually happen? Can
I have
you
no
all
idea.
jump and change the actual
Would you be able
Earth
to feel it?
orbit? I would guess you'd be able to feel it a little bit in the fact that if you jump enough, if you move it enough away from Earth's orbit, you'll be getting farther from the sun or closer to the sun.
I think it would just be changing directions.
It'd just be. I don't think it'd be changing directions.
I don't know what they mean by changing Earth's orbit just by jumping, though.
Yeah, I think it would change how far they're orbiting away and close to the sun.
I don't think I like that. That could change climate, and that could change a lot of things.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. So
Yeah. Seems a little dangerous.
a little dangerous. But hey, you know what? It seems like it's all going crazy. So might as well. Let's just see
well.
what happens.
Yeah, I
know?
feel like we're all kind of living that way right now.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. So 6:40 today. Everyone jump. We do have 20 seconds.
Right in the middle of happy hour.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do just have 15 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 5. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled. Press play. Do you like jump rope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever do double dutch as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do the double rope. I could never do the actual double dutch. I could do the single big rope. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And
with just the two people.
and I loved that. That was so fun as a kid, especially after I watched what's that one with the guy from High School
Jump
Musical? Is it Jump In? That's what it is, where he's a boxer and he then becomes really good at jump rope with Corbin Bleu in it.
Yes.
Absolutely loved that movie as a kid.
Absolutely.
And when we were all kids watching it, we'd all just like after it be like, oh, we want to get good at jump rope. And so then we'd practice with our big old jump rope that we had and we were all terrible at it. But you know, it was a fun, and we all felt like Corbin Bleu at some point.
Oh, good, as you should. But we do have a winner, as Oopsie over at VFW Spring Lake Park is taking away that line prize. $7 going out to you. We have $7 on that large M and $1,482 on that jackpot.
That's also the same movie that made me want to learn how to do the crossing my hands and doing the single jump rope, because I saw him doing it in his boxing training, and I thought that was so cool. And I was like, I want to do that. And so then I ended up learning how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, jump roping is a great workout.
Oh, for sure. I think it's one of the better cardio workouts for an athlete, as you can really work on your vertical by jumping rope for a long time. We do have 29 balls dropped in this game. We already gave out that line prize to Oopsie. Now we're working on that $7 large M prize. We'll see if we can give it out early so we can have a run-up at this $1,400 jackpot.
That's right, but we have one last national game to get into with you guys, and this one is an international one, as it is International Chess Day. International Chess Day on July 20th honors the founding of the Federation International des Échecs, which means the Federation International of Chess. FIDES is the acronym, and it was founded in 1924. The FIDES, as they call them, become the governing body of the game of chess, an ancient game played around the world.
Definitely a fun game. I know I've tried to get you a little bit more into chess, and it's a fun game. I remember we weren't playing chess, but you know, the game that was just a slightly dumbed down version of it, checkers.
Yes.
We were playing, and it was a really funny reaction that your dad had to us playing checkers. We do have Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven taking home that $7 large M. Now we're working on a $10 coverall prize.
Yeah, Ben's checking in. He's making fun of you. He thinks that you are not good at all at double dutch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. He's right. He is 100% correct. We do have Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine taking home that coverall of $10. Now we're getting enrolled into a game number 6, but good job to all those winners in this game number 5. Simbob getting a big win for his standings. We'll talk about that when we get into the Twiking Zone standings. But we're talking about chess right now, and I got into a story about checkers with your dad. And it was really, really funny when he walked into us in his living room, and we were just playing some checkers.
We were just sitting on the floor playing checkers.
And he just like turns around the corner. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we were like, playing checkers. He was like, nice. And then just turned around, and I was like, I've never had that reaction to playing checkers, but it made me feel good that I was playing checkers. Made me feel more intelligent for playing checkers for some reason, instead of, maybe playing video games is what he was expecting, or us being on our phones.
Yeah, that's probably what he was expecting. But I know that Tugboat Captain John is going to love this, as right now he is like obsessed with chess.
Yes, he's been playing a lot of online chess. He's been really, really enjoying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll have a lot to talk about on this day. I'm a big fan of chess, and I would love to get back into playing chess on a more regular basis. I think that would be a really, really fun pastime to have. It's just one of those really easy board games that you can, as you learn, you can play it really easily, but as you learn more, you can really turn it into a super complicated game.
Oh, absolutely. But you guys have just under 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game. Game number 6 already. That is crazy. We got some great jackpots on the line for you guys as well, but we have some Twins news to get into with you guys.
Yeah, as the Minnesota Twins, they have graded the Minnesota Twins' first 5 picks in the 2022 MLB draft. And I think we were seeing this one a lot, as our first pick in the draft was Brooks Lee, a shortstop out of Cal Poly, who was first round picked at number 8, and they graded it as a A+ pick.
Yeah, next up, pick number 2 is Connor Prelip. He is a
Right-hand pitcher.
A right-handed pitcher from Alabama. He was the second round pick 48, and his grade is A+.
Ooh, got double A+. Good to see that we could pick up a nice pitcher, as we definitely need depth at that position. Minnesota Twins pick up at as their number 3 draft choice, Tanner Schroedel, shortstop out of Virginia Tech, who was a part of the competitive balance round B. So this was like this was like a added in round, and it was pick number 68, and they graded this one out as a B. So a little bit of a drop, but still a very good grade.
Absolutely. Next up, pick number 4, Andrew Morris. He's a right-hand pitcher from Texas State. He was the 4th round pick 114, and he is graded a B-.
Yeah, I think another decent grade for our pick. And then at the number 5 pick, this was way late in the draft, round 5, pick number 144, and we picked up Ben Ross, shortstop out of Notre Dame. I think that it was a lot of people were down on this. They gave it a grade C, but it's such a low pick. You don't know what they're looking for at that pick because it's such a developmental. All the guys that you're choosing from are all very developmental guys, and whatever they saw in Ben Ross, obviously they liked enough to pick him at that 144th selection.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully we can see it all play out nicely for our Twins, as they have another game coming up just this Saturday. They're going to be going up against the Tigers at 7:10 for you guys.
Yeah, it should be a fun one, and I'm excited to get back to some Twins baseball action. But Pilot Games did team up with the Minnesota Twins to create a great ETAB game, Twins Win. You can see the logo of it right here. And you guys can play that one and even pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round to see if you can win some Grand Slam prizes.
Absolutely. But as you guys are playing, we have a winner as loser over at Moen's Bars, taking away that line prize, $9. But you're also taking home some points towards the Twiking Zone, where you guys compete against each other each and every lunchtime bingo.
Oh, yeah, and on the player side, in 10th place, moving from unranked, we got Putz over at Willard's Bar, Bacchus with 18,000 points. With 22,000 points in 9th place, we got Big Mike over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill. 8th place is Player over at Beer Stoop Inver Grove Heights with 23,000 points. With 24,000 points in 7th place, we got Jules over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 7th place is T-Bone over at Poppers with 30,000 points. With 42,000 points in 5th place, getting bumped back from 4th, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley. Moving up from 5th into 4th, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 44,000 points. 3rd place is Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 46,000 points, and with 56,000 points in 2nd place, we got Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven, only 1,000 points ahead of Simbob. In 1st place, we got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 57,000 points. We'll see if Simbob can pass up that, as they've already gotten some wins on today.
Yeah, but we got Miss D over at Boulder Tap House Rochester, taking away that large M, $9 going out to you. And we have a nice run up at this jackpot as I get into these location standings. And in 10th place, we start off with Bedrock in South Haven with 19,000 points. 9th place is Beer Stoop Inver Grove Heights with 24,000 points. 8th place is a tie getting broken up. Now in 8th, it's the Beach Club Bar and Grill in Lakeland with 27,000 points. Staying in 7th place, pushing him out of that tie, though, it was our place on 3rd and Faribault with 30,000 points. 5th place is a tie between VFW Blaine and Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They both have 46,000 points. 4th place is Poppers in Virginia with 50,000. 3rd place is Corky's Bar in South Haven with 87,000. And in 2nd place is VFW Spring Lake Park, 121,000 points. But with 142,000 points in 1st place, it's American Legion Fridley.
And we got a winner on that Musco coveralls, $13 going out to Okie over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Good job to all the winners in this game number 6. We're about to get enrolled in the game number 7 with that jackpot still growing, but good job to these winners in this game. As we get into a little ETAB spotlight. And our ETAB spotlight of this one is Diesel Freaks. We love Diesel Freaks. It's one of me and Jordy's favorite games, and you guys can play that fun bonus round in that game, as well as check out the different ETAB games that we have in those in our main screen.
Absolutely. We have over 50 different ones that you guys can choose to play at any time, with such a wide variety of different themes, and with 85% payouts, you guys will definitely want to check those out to try and win prizes up to $1,500. All of our games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, awesome bonus rounds, and free play rounds as well that you can win.
Yeah, it's an absolute blast, so make sure you guys are getting in there and playing some eTab games. But as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 7 of Twins Bingo, 2 minutes to do so, we're going to be getting into some music history. As in 1965, Bob Dylan releases Like a Rolling Stone at 6 minutes and 13 seconds. It's twice as long as the average pop song, but it nonetheless becomes Dylan's first big hit and his most popular song.
Yeah, definitely. That is a great song. Love Bob Dylan.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that, he was breaking the mold by going 6 minutes and 13 seconds. I guess I've seen so many popular songs be able to do it, but I guess there's not a lot of popular songs that get to that
because this was
crazy
before
length.
Bohemian Rhapsody and stuff. That was a couple of extra minutes longer as well. So this was definitely a little unheard of at the time.
Yeah, really cool stuff. Well, definitely a fun day in music history.
Well, next up, on this day in 1983, Duran Duran headlined a charity concert at the Dominion Theatre in London, attended by Prince Charles and Princess Diana. At the event, they meet Diana, who has proclaimed them their favorite band for the first time. That's hysterical.
Yeah, that is great. Princess Diana's favorite band. Duran
Duran.
Duran. Isn't that funny?
That is hysterical.
I thought that one was really funny when I read it this morning. But we just got 45 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, so make sure you guys continue to get enrolled for us play. I don't even know much of Duran Duran songs, if I'm being honest, as I'll have to look up what some of their big-time songs are. It looks like their biggest songs are Come Undone, Ordinary World, Hungry Like the Wolf, Save a Prayer, The Wild Boys, Girls on Film, as well as many, many other hits.
Absolutely.
Hungry Like the Wolf is the only one that I think I know. But I think that's only because of a movie, and I don't know what movie it's from.
It's from Big Liar, or Liar Liar, whatever that's called.
Is it?
Yeah, with Agent Cody Banks and the bald guy.
That's what it's from?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
At least that's what I think.
I loved that movie as a kid, so
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. That was one of those top movies, Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah. It wasn't actually. It's called Big Liar, but it's got the actor from Agent Cody
Oh,
Banks.
it's not. It's Big Liar. Okay,
Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where they turn him blue.
Yes, I remember this now. That is another great one, Big Fat Liar. But definitely isn't as iconic to me as a kid as
Agent Cody Banks.
Agent Cody Banks was so cool to
Yeah.
me. I thought his little jetpack, rocket snowboarding.
He was
I mean,
pretty
he was what every kid dreamed as like a spy. We do have a line prize going out though.
Yeah, that's right, Doggo. 11 over at the Polar Lounge is taking away that line prize. $8 going out to you. Nicely done. We have $8 on that large M and $1,569 on that jackpot.
Oh yeah, but we got a little PGL stuff we got to get into. As you guys got to get signed up at PGL.world to become a member of our league. You guys will compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of information in it if you get signed up at PGL.world, as well as getting every single bit of information about PyCon, which over this last week, we've put out a bunch of stuff.
That's right, and PyCon 2022 is back and better than ever. It's going to be happening Thursday, September 15th at the Ledge Amphitheater in Waite Park. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys will definitely want to make sure you're there because we have a very special musical guest, legendary ZZ Top. These rock and roll Hall of Famers who sold over 50 million records are going to be playing all their hits at a very special private event just for you guys. Come on out and hear all the great music and hear about all the great products and games coming out with Pilot Games. You can also meet with legislators, enjoy some tunes, and have some great food. It's going to be a lot of fun. And while registration is free for players, it is required for entry. We will be sending out that registration details shortly, so stay tuned to those PGL emails for that update.
Yeah, we got Big Rig 18 over at Acapulco Woodbury taking home $8 on that large M. Now we're working on a $1,500 coverall as we do still have 2 balls to try and give this one out. 4 balls away for some of these players, but I never trust the rolling screen, and so we'll see what happens. as we have to give it out right here. Nope, clicking over to a must-go prize of $12. But the players who just got signed up at PGL.World are Arctic Bully and Mo, Dilly Bars, D-How1990, True Blood 1 on the DL, JoJo, Soupchuck, KD, Dr. 1977, Mary, Duck Hunter, Test Account 1, White Claw Connie, Coach at 21, Edgar, Dr. U-Turns, Joni, Stinky P, as well as T-Cow.
That was impressive.
Yeah, definitely a great list of names.
Yeah, but we got Rocket over at VFW Owatonna taking home that $12 must-go prize. Nicely done in this game number 7. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 8 already.
Yeah, that may be the cleanest I've ever read through our new sign-ups. But I got a little practice in Cup of Joe with Jordy with you, as I got to read through those great player names during that show as well.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully we can see all those brand new players coming on out for that Twins Wednesday tonight at 7 p.m. to try and earn some of our PGL points to be awarded and compete against each other in these top 10 standings.
Oh, yeah, but just last night we had some shakeups happen on that MegaSota game night where Tony and Nikki definitely gave out some points that shook up these standings.
That's right. And starting off in 10th place on the player side of things, coming in from unranked, we have Chrissy Boss over at Neighbors Route 75 with 137,835 points. Coming in from unranked now in 9th place, it's Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 143,995 points. Another unranked player coming back into these standings. We saw him previously this season, but now in 8th place, it's Devoided at the Roadside. They sit with 152,370 points, but with 155,440 points in 7th place. Jumping up from 10th, it is Forget You D at VFW Austin. 3rd place now is Keith at Billy's Rockford with 156,795 points. 5th place is Keeves getting pushed back from 2nd all the way from Clearwater Corners. Now sits with 157,560 points. 7th place jumped all the way up to 4th now. Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill had a huge jump with 174,110 points. With 185,030 points in 3rd place, we got Diesel over at Eagle St. James. 2nd place jumped all the way up from 6th as big-time player Nixon at VFW Roseville did the leap with 190,410 points accumulated. And in 1st place, we have Bergar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 230,540 points so far.
Great stuff for those players. Now let's get into the locations, because getting bumped back from 9th into 10th, we got Scarta's Bar in St. Paul with 432,000 points. With 451,000 points in 9th place, getting bumped back from 8th, we got VFW Dilworth. Getting bumped back from 6th into 8th, we got Cabin Bar Nicolette with 527,000 points. With 559,000 points in 7th place, moving from unranked to this spot, we got the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. Getting bumped back from 5th into 6th, we got the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 654,000 points. With 668,000 points in 5th place, moving up from 7th into 5th, we got VFW Northfield. Getting bumped back from 3rd into 4th, we got Miltona Liquor Store with 670,000 points. With 713,000 points. Moving up from 4th into 3rd, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. Getting bumped back from 1st into 2nd, we got the Mabel Liquor Store with 902,000 points. And with 930,000 points in 1st, moving up from 2nd into that 1st place spot, we got the champions, the reigning champs, Poppers in Virginia.
Some big time stuff. We'll have to see what happens after tonight, so make sure you come out for Cup of Joe tomorrow to hear about all the crazy shakeups that happen in the PGL world. But
now we are in the game.
I was
just
going
to say, we're in the game of Twins Bingo, game number 8. Only 3 more opportunities to take home this jackpot, as this is one of those 3 opportunities with a line prize of $8, a large M of $8, and a $1,600 jackpot. We'll see who can take home any of these prizes.
That's right, but we got some wild news to get into with you guys, as Minnesota Wild GM Bill Guerin is keeping quiet around what free agents he might be pursuing. But before I go into any more news, we already have a line prize winner.
Okie over at VFW Spring Lake Park is taking home $8 on that line prize.
Nicely done, but back to some wild news, as there are some general ideas as to what kind of player he wants, but nothing more specific than that. Hopefully it'll be an interesting week before we all fully log off. The Wild did something over this weekend though, and first they announced that they had signed the 19th overall pick, Liam Ogren, to his rookie deal. He is probably still heading back to Sweden, but nothing has officially been confirmed quite yet.
Yeah, and on Sunday, the Wild announced that they re-signed, and we talked a little about this, Nick Swaney and Mitchell Chaffee, 2 identical 1-year, 2-way deals. That is for the restricted free agents in Minnesota.
All right.
So crazy stuff. Hopefully we can see some more big free agency signings over this little bit, as we did free up a little bit of cap room with some of these trades.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the meantime, if you want to show some support for our Wild, you can play the awesome eTab game that we teamed up with them for. Let's go Wild. Check out that Slapshot bonus round and take home some great prizes.
Definitely a fun one, so make sure you guys are checking it out. Well, we got a Fisher report to check in with while you guys are going after this $8 large M, and we are checking in with Cabotogama, done by Explore Minnesota on July 14th. And local anglers report excellent fishing in Lake Cabotogama late last week. Live bait rigs and spinners tipped with leeches or crawlers work best most days in 7 to 16 feet of water and at the wide-wept bays and across the weed lines.
Yeah, we got Rocket over at VFW Owatonna taking away that large M. $8 going out to you, and we have one final ball to drop before we're moving past it to a $12 must-go prize, as we got players 2 balls away.
Oh, yeah. On sunny days or days with little wind, there was a good bite for anglers using Lindy rigs and leeches in 24 to 32 feet of water off the island points and mid-lake structure. Bass and northern pike respond well to jerk baits, spinners, and topwater baits.
Absolutely, but there it is. We got Desi over at Mama T's Castle Tap taking away that must-go prize. $12 going out to you in this game number 8. We still have game number 9 to get enrolled in, and as well as game number 10. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in these final 2 games as we try and give out this Twins Bingo jackpot. And if it ends up going out, you guys know the drill. We want to see a player picture. Hold up your iPad with that awesome prize and smiling face. Even if you don't win a jackpot, you can hold up your favorite eTab game, or really just your best buddies next to you having fun with Pilot Games. We want to see it all. You can send it on your Facebook page. You can post it to any social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can email us to jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Definitely some great stuff there. We love it when you guys send in those player pictures. And right when we get into this enrolling screen, I'm going to be showing you guys another one of these great player pictures. But we do have a little bit of Vikings news while we are waiting on that. And, well, actually, I won't wait for the Vikings news. I'll just do it right now because we got into the enrolling screen. And here's that great player picture. You can see it, a huge jackpot going out. Definitely some awesome stuff, as that looks to be like, I don't know how much money went out in that jackpot. I can't see the total money amount, but that is a crazy one. We'll get the who won that and the big winning that happened on that one.
Yeah, that was Brother Nate taking home the $131,000 jackpot.
Wow, what a great player picture. Thank you, Brother Nate. Definitely a awesome one to see. When anyone wins over 100 grand, that's awesome. But I mean, $130,000 going to your pocket, really cool stuff.
That is exciting, but we have a minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled in game number 9, and we are about to jump into some Vikings news with you guys before we had a little interruption.
Yeah, when the last time the Vikings' long-term outlook of at offensive tackle was this promising? I can answer that. It was probably 9 years ago, heading into the 2013 season, with Matt Khalil was coming off a Pro Bowl nod as a rookie, and Phil Lodehoff was playing at a high level on the right side. This feels pretty familiar, pretty similar. Christian Darrisaw, a first-round pick at left tackle a year ago, didn't dominate as a rookie, but he did show enough promise to feel optimistic about his trajectory in the short and long term. Brian O'Neill, who is coming off a Pro Bowl appearance and is signed to a long-term contract, is a top-tier right tackle in his prime. Nothing is certain in the NFL, but it appears the Vikings might be set at tackle for the next 5 years or more. That starts this year. Darrisaw, who improved over the course of his rookie season, could make leaps in his second season if he can become more consistent in his technique. O'Neill, on the other hand, he has an extremely high floor and more of a lofty ceiling. I mean, I think both of them are very talented. O'Neill, I mean, a great tackle, and the fact that Darrisaw could be that, perennial left tackle for our Vikings for a long time. We have a really set up line. Now we just need to fill in the interior of the line, and I think we'll have just such a good protection around Kirk Cousins in upcoming years.
Yeah.
Or or anybody who comes in to replace Kirk Cousins over the next 5 to 8 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sounds great, and I can't wait to see what's going to be happening this NFL season. But in the meantime, if you guys want to show some support for our Vikings, you guys know our E-Tab game we've teamed up with them for, Vikings Victory. It is an awesome one of our favorites. You guys definitely want to go check it out. You can pick a lucky letter in that skull bonus round and take home some big prizes.
Oh, yeah, but we got balls dropping in this game number 9 of Twins Bingo. We got a line prize of $7, a large M of $7, and a coverall of $1,600 and something dollars. We do have a winner on this line prize, though.
Yeah, as Win-Win over at Moen's Bar is taking home, as well as splitting it up with Doggo 11 at the Polar Lounge, $7 on that line prize.
Oh, yeah, but let's get into our happy hour standings, as we have a tie getting our happy hour standings started off in 10th place between Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, Crazy Kid over the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill Roseville. All of them getting bumped back from 6th. Moving from 6th into a 7th place tie, we got Dustball 75 at Charlie's Sports Bar and Grill, tying it up with the former 4th place tie, getting bumped back to 7th, Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant, and Kirby over at American Legion Fridley. In 6th place, moving from unranked to this spot, we got Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon. Getting bumped back from 3rd into 5th, we got Chica at Willie McCoy's of Andover. Moving from unranked to 4th, we got Billany over at VFW Blaine. In 3rd place, getting bumped back from 2nd, we got Olars over at Anami Vets Club. And in 2nd place, moving from unranked, winning a jackpot just yesterday, Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza Sports Bar in Burnsville have shot up in these standings. And in 1st place, we got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, really taking a hold of this season 12.
Absolutely, some exciting stuff. But on the location side of things, we start off in 10th place with Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel with 16,000 points, getting pushed back from 8th. Now in 8th place, getting pushed back from 6th, we have a tie. But before I go over those locations, we have a winner.
TKW and Nan are splitting up that $7 large M. Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven, and TKW over at Seltz Pub in Farmington.
Absolutely, nicely done. We're moving past that jackpot to an $11 must-go prize now, but I am going to hop into these location standings. And now in 8th place, we have that tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe as well as Willie McCoy's of Andover. They both have 17,000. Coming in from unranked, now into 7th, we have Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 19,000. Also coming in from unranked, now in 6th, we got VFW Blaine with 23,000. But we do have a winner.
Desi over at Mama T's Castle Tap is taking home that $11 must-go prize. Good job, Desi, and we are now getting enrolled into the final game of Twins Bingo, game number 10, with that jackpot still growing into this next game.
Absolutely, but next up, we have Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 26,000 in 5th place. 4th place sits with American Legion Fridley with 33,000. 3rd place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 44,000. With 46,000 points in 2nd place, it's Anamia Vets Club. And in 1st place, with a nice little sizable gap from the rest of the competition, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 80,000 points.
Definitely some crazy stuff there. And we got a crazy celebrity birthday list that will fly through while you guys get enrolled into this final game of Twins Bingo. And in 1822, Gregor Mendel, an Australian monk and geneticist, was born, and he was the one that discovered the laws of heredity.
Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff.
Yeah, he discovered the fundamental laws of inheritance, and that is very cool. Next up, in 1999, we have Edmund Hillary, the explorer and mountaineer. He was the first to scale Mount Everest with Tenzin Norgay.
That is ridiculous. So him and Tenzin Norgay were the first people to scale Mount Everest, what probably was at that time thought to be an impossible feat.
That's insane.
Next up, born in 1929, we got Mike Ilch, a American businessman and the founder of Little Caesars Pizza, and is the owner of the Detroit Red Wings and the Detroit Tigers.
Wow.
Really, really cool stuff. Definitely a Little Caesars Pizza. I mean, huge. Absolutely massive.
I could go for a slice of pizza.
Oh, for sure.
In 1930, we have Sally Ann Hughes, a British-American stage and screen actress and singer known for Bridgerton, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, as well as Truly Scrumptious.
Yeah, in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh.
That's what she sings in it. And, I mean, I love the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It was one of my favorites as a kid.
Yeah, mine as well.
Definitely a great one. Next up, born in 1931, we got Marina Popovich, Sylvia Air Force colonel who was an engineer and test pilot, which crazy enough has 102 world records.
Congratulations, Marina.
Ridiculous. I mean, has to have just a bunch of those flight records for women. Like, has to have like every flight record for women, at least 102 of them. That's ridiculous.
That's insane. Well, happy birthday. Next up, in 1938, we have Natalie Wood. She is an American actress known for Miracle on 34th Street, Gypsy, Rebel Without a Cause, as well as West Side Story.
Oh, yeah. I
classics.
definitely know her from her Miracle on 34th Street, and I won't recognize her in anything else because she's the main little girl in Miracle on 34th Street, and then grows up and has kind of an adult career acting as well, but she is the little girl in the Miracle on 34th Street. Really cool stuff. Next up, born in 1945, we got Jake Scott, an American college football Hall of Fame safety from the University of Georgia, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro, won the Super Bowl in 1972, where he won Super Bowl MVP, then won it again, the Super Bowl in 73, just the year after, and he played for the Miami Dolphins.
Very cool stuff. Happy birthday. Next up, in 1971, we got Sandra Oh. She's the Korean-Canadian actress known for Grey's Anatomy. I love her.
Oh, you missed out on one person, as back in 1947, a little bit earlier than Sandra Oh, we got Carlos Santana, Mexican-American rock guitarist, part of Santana and Black Magic Woman.
Absolutely. Happy birthday.
Yeah. After Sandra Oh, though, in 1978, we got Charlie Corsmo, an actor in Dick Tracy, as well as What About Bob?
But we got Jack at Hunter's Bar taking away that line prize, $6 going out to you. Next up, in 1980, we have Gisele Bündchen. She is the Brazilian supermodel known for her work with Victoria's Secret and her relationship.
Yeah, with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest power couples out there. And it's insane that she can make more money than Tom Brady can.
I know.
Ridiculous.
I love seeing the clips of them talking about how she aided in his success.
Yeah, she definitely is. It's interesting to hear what they talk about. Next up, though, born in 1984, Troy Smith was born, an American football quarterback, Heisman Trophy winner in 2006 for Ohio State, then went to the NFL playing for the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Now I think he does commentary on football games.
Okay. Well, our final celebrity birthday in 1996 is Ben Simmons, the Australian basketball point guard. In 2016, he was the NBA #1 draft pick for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, one of those guys that just has immense talent, but it would be interesting to see if he ever does live up to that talent, as he's one of the fastest guys in the NFL, in the NBA, and is standing at like 6'8", 250 pounds. Like he's a freakazoid athlete, but if he can figure it out, he'll be really, really good. We do have a $6 large M that we're working on currently right now, as we are creeping towards that jackpot.
And there it is, Linia over at Winners in Cold Spring, taking home that large M, $6 going out to you, and we just moved past that jackpot, $9 on that must go now.
But movies released on today: in 1984, The Never-Ending Story; 1998, The Parent Trap;
Classic.
2007, Hairspray;
Beautiful.
Also in 2007, I Now Pronounce You, Chuck and Larry.
Awesome.
And then in 2012, The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, but we got Linia taking home that must go prize, $9 going out to you over at Winners in Sartell. Congratulations to all of our jackpot winners in this round of Twins Bingo for today. And we have a very important player that we want to highlight and the charity they supported while playing.
And that's Player over at Beerstube Inver Grove Heights, who took home $8,314 over the weekend. And everyone who plays at Beerstube Inver Grove Heights is supporting the Spartan End Zone Club. Their mission is to promote supervised competitive football programs for the high school children of the community, to arrange intra and extra city sporting events, and to instill in players the principles of sportsmanship, honesty, loyalty, courage, and respect for others.
Well, guys, you have just under 3 minutes to get enrolled in your first round of the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter. And just look at that minor. It's at 64 balls or less. Get enrolled and let's get some cash out in your pockets. But remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching,
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.